A footballer's diet is a crucial part of them staying match fit. So what happens when, for religious reasons, players have to fast during the season? Let's take a look at how players around the globe adapt during the holy month of Ramadan. Hello and welcome to Football Now, here from the Al Bayt Stadium in Qatar. The holy month of Ramadan has just begun. During this period, those observing around the world fast from food and water from sunrise to sunset.
So we're Muslim. Ramadan is a holy month. We need to fast. Fasting would be from 4 a.m. Up to 6 p.m., 5:30, depending on when the sunset is. More than one reason, actually. A reason that I can say here is to feel the poor people. They suffer somehow from not having food, not having place and all that. So Ramadan makes you feel sympathy with the poor people. So it's a full month that we fast from sunrise to sunset.
Ramadan can be quite an intense period for both the mind and the body. And of course, that has implications on Muslim footballers. In Europe, the match schedule continues unaffected. But in regions like here in the Middle East, where the Islamic calendar is followed more closely, is it business as usual, or do they adapt to accommodate those that are fasting?
It's not easy, okay, first of all, but this holy month here in Qatar, of course, it's an Islamic country, so they compromise a little bit. Trainings would be more in the evening. Matches would be also in the evening. It would be in around 8, 8:30, 9. So you shouldn't eat as much in the what we call breakfast at 6 p.m. So at the beginning, it's not easy to adapt, but once you get used to, 5-10 days, then you get used to it. Some people would say it's a healthy diet, not to eat much, to fast and to eat a little bit, and then at night to have something before the sunrise.
The Islamic calendar is based on cycles of the moon, meaning the exact dates of Ramadan change every year by an average of about 10 days. As the holy month begins to move into the winter, this is good news for footballers who play in Europe, as their daylight hours and therefore fasting times are now shorter. That said, scheduling of the European leagues is not altered by Ramadan, meaning players in the likes of England, Germany or Spain sometimes have to play a full 90 minutes of football without breaking their fast. Some of the most famous players in the world fast for Ramadan, and it's miraculous that they don't let their performance levels drop. Liverpool star Mohamed Salah scored 3 goals and assisted another 3 during this period last season. I asked former Sporting Lisbon midfielder Idrissa Doumbia, now playing his football here in Qatar with Al Ahly, how he kept at peak performance during Ramadan while playing in Europe.
Franchement, personnellement, moi quand j'étais au Sporting, je ne vais pas le cacher, ils ont été vraiment bien avec moi parce qu'ils savaient que je pratiquais le Ramadan. Donc mes séances, ils étaient un peu adaptées par rapport aux autres, bien sûr. Parce qu'ils savaient qu'avec le Ramadan, la chaleur et tout ça, l'heure de coupure de jeûne, c'était un peu difficile. Donc ils adaptaient franchement les entraînements à mon égard, quoi. Donc voilà un petit peu.
Of course, during Ramadan, the focus is mainly on the players. But it is also a change in circumstance for their coaches, who have to manage this period and balance looking after players while still getting positive results for the team.
Coaches, when it comes to scheduling, you've got to manage your players, and you'll only see firsthand as the manager and coach how the players are affected after the first couple of games. It's a bit like when you start the new season, match fitness isn't quite there. Yes, it's a short window, it's only 1 month, but still, that's 4 games, which is crucial, especially as it is at the moment with the Saudi Pro League. You've got Etihad and Al Hilal, 2 huge contenders, and this could be make or break for either of those teams, depending on how players adapt and how coaches kind of manage their players as well.
When the fast is broken after sunset, this is known as iftar. It's at this time that Muslim families and athletes have a huge meal to reload on the supplements they've missed out on during the day. We spoke to Nelda Nader, a leading dietitian at Aspetar Hospital, to understand how and what a footballer eats changes during Ramadan.
Well, obviously, if the training schedule is changed a bit, that would help them. But in terms of nutrition, we try to have a plan that would cover their needs within the time frame that is non-fasting. So iftar will become their fueling meal. So it's kind of like the lunch meal that we talk about, but it also needs to be easily digestible. So they need to try to go away from the fat. It cannot be a high carb load as well, because then digestion will require more time and their performance will drop straight away after the iftar. So that would be considered like a fueling meal. And the suhoor, which is the second meal, pre-dawn meal, that would be their recovery meal. But in between, if it's possible to add one more meal or a snack or a supplement, that would be very helpful for them.
A fascinating insight there into how footballers all around the world adapt during the holy period of Ramadan. Let us know how you think they do it using the hashtag #FootballNowRamadan. That's all we've got time for this week. We wish you a Ramadan Kareem and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.